Hello, Mark Laudi here, coming to you live from Umbrella 360 Asia 2017. We're at Marina Bay, the Marina Bay Sands Convention Center, where the two-day event is getting underway just as we speak. And you can see behind Stu Lloyd and I here, lots of people queuing for coffee as the event gets underway. But Stu, I really like your shirt. It says, "Question everything." What are you actually here at Umbrella for, and what questions are you going to be asking?
Well, at Hotheads, we love to turn the world upside down, challenge the status quo, and get people to really think about disrupting, the need to change the way you look at what you're doing and do it differently.
Now, and obviously you make a business out of that, right? You take this message to companies, you try to get them to be more innovative, more creative, more entrepreneurial. Just between us here, how are you doing at that?
Run off our feet, honestly, working around 15, 16 countries in Asia. We turbocharge people's thinking skills. We're working with Fortune 500 companies, some of the biggest names in the world, and there's a huge need for it. Everything from personal core creative competencies in creativity, all the way through to practical and technical, tactical innovation techniques. So it's a huge scope, and it keeps us very, very busy indeed.
But honestly now, Stu, we all know that in Asia, people talk a lot about innovation, but a lot of those old-fashioned processes, the legacy, the way we've always done things, sits particularly deeply. How do you actually get people out of that?
Okay, legacy thinking, you're correct, legacy thinking is the biggest enemy. Our brains, I come from a psychology background, our brains are our best friend and they're our worst enemies. So while we have the success, let's say 100, 200 year success of our wonderful big blue chip company, that's actually holding a lot of companies back, because what made you successful in the past is not the thing that's going to carry you forward to success in the future necessarily. So we need to accept that truth. It's an uncomfortable truth for a lot of people, that we've got to do things differently. Look at it, because there are people sniping on your heels from every angle. Yeah.
Yes, and it's the ones that you can't see that are probably the biggest threat, right?
Always.
The Ubers in the making, in other words, that you need to look out for.
Absolutely. Often the new competitors are not on the radars of the big Fortune 500s because they're looking over their shoulder at their competitors.
Finally then, what brings you to Umbrella 360? I know you're a former ad man, Stu, but is there something that you're hoping to take away from today?
Well, I always like mixing with cool people that are doing cool things, and I think there's a great mix at Umbrella. That's for a start. I'm also presenting a masterclass session here, which is on perception shifting. So we're going to be sharing a few tools and techniques. It's the greatest hits, really, of how to shift perception, see your problems, opportunities, challenges differently.
Right. And when is that masterclass, just quickly?
11 o'clock Wednesday, this morning. We're ready to rock and roll.
All right, and so are we. Thank you very much. Stu Lloyd joining us here at Umbrella 360 at Marina Bay Sands Convention Center. We're on level 4. If you'd like to join us, just look out for the big green screen and the on-air sign in the exhibitor space. And other things that are happening here at the Hongbao Media booth. We're also recording your pitch videos. If you want to have a video for your LinkedIn profile, come over to where the bright lights are and we'll record that for you. We've also got a few coaching tips and tricks for you if you are presenting at Umbrella, like Stu Lloyd.